To this day, November the 22nd, 1990, the first appearance of the Phenom, The Undertaker. Survivor Series 25 years of Undertaker is alive. It has arrived here, and it's Felix, featuring the Live Phive channel, here today to give you my reaction and my review of the pay-per-view Survivor Series. Now, Survivor Series is about surviving to the end, living up to the point and becoming that person that grasps a title, that grasps a name, that grasps everything that they can wish they can hold on to. This was the theme to WWE's Survivor Series. Are you ready to succumb to the darkness? I am. Here's the review for today. But if you are hyped and you want to see more of this in the future, smash that like button down below and comment and subscribe, because you already know I'm going to do this continuously. So let me see this here. It's time. Let's go. The first matchup on the card was the kickoff match in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. The kickoff match was Team Face versus Team Heel. Now, this wasn't shown on actual Survivor Series, but this was the kickoff match. It was Team 3D, Titus O'Neil, Goldust, and Neville versus Team Heel, Bo Dallas, The Miz, Stardust, and The Ascension. Now, this match really deserved to be farther, but I'm surprised that Team 3D and people like this were pushed down on the card. I mean, there wasn't a lot of great matches on the matchup anyway, but this match really represented something to me. It was really boring. I mean, at the end of the day, Stardust was left alone with the rest of his teammates were eliminated. They were gone, and Team 3D, Titus, and Goldust was left because Neville was pinned for the 1-2-3, and Stardust tried to run. He tried to run away. He tried to run out the ring, and he got 3D'd. Now he got hit with the finisher. So Team Face were the sole survivors of Survivor Series. But this match overall got a 2.5 out of 5. Like, I really didn't enjoy it. Like, everyone was like, it was a great match to kick off the Survivor Series, and I was like, it really wasn't. The match wasn't even enticing to me. Like, it wasn't something I would watch. I was drinking a soda and battling online. Like, I wasn't even into this match. This match really upsetted me. Like, why have this match on the card? Like, period. Like, why even show this as a kickoff? Like, you are lying if you say that this match was even the little bit of decent. Really upset with this match. This match gets, once again, a 2.5 out of 5. It would have gotten higher if this match was actually something of contendership worthy. Like, you have tag team contenders, you have ex-champions in this match, and it wasn't even great at all. So let's move on to the next one. Now, to start off Survivor Series, now this match is true. Now, this match was right for Survivor Series, and I can't wait. Oh, I couldn't wait for this. It was Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio. Now, look at the analysis of these two guys right quick. Just check out the analysis. Roman Reigns, a Samoan tank. He's kin to The Rock, Umaga, the Usos, Rikishi, all these Samoan warriors back in the past. You cannot say that this guy shouldn't be WWE champion. Like, you cannot say that. He has been put through trials and tribulations. And Alberto Del Rio, athletic to the core. He beat John Cena in a clean 1-2-3. This wasn't a cheating match. This wasn't a match where he just did everything dirty. I mean, even though his mantra is stupid, like Mex America, it's stupid. The whole facade is dumb, but his wrestling ability is bar none. Like, he left, came back to the company, was even better positioned now than he was then, even when he became champion. 4-time champion, to be exact. Like, he was way better now than he ever was then. Like, his wrestling ability is better. He could leap on the top rope from the ground. Like, do you know how much ability that is? But let me not just talk about ability alone, because if you look at wrestling ability alone, Alberto Del Rio is the winner, clear winner. But you already know the choir boy of WWE, Roman Reigns, took that to the head. You already know Roman Reigns won. Before I even introduced you to this, you already know that Roman Reigns won. Roman Reigns is the prodigal son of WWE. He's the prodigal son for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship because Seth Rollins was out and he was supposed to face Seth Rollins, which I would believe would have been a phenomenal match because he was the #1 contender. But Triple H gave him that referendum that if you get the championship right now, you wouldn't have to go through anything and someone would have to fight you. And he was like, he's a face, so he was like, look, I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm gonna fight clean. Okay, cool, whatever. Triple H was upset about it. He said this is the reason why he chose Seth over you, yada 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 yada. But check this out. Alberto Del Rio gave Roman Reigns a run for his money. He didn't just give him just a regular match, itsy bitsy spider went up a water spout type shit. He gave him a match. Alberto Del Rio put Roman Reigns through the cross arm breaker. And if you saw Roman Reigns pick Del Rio up, pick him up with a core strength. When your arm is that, you have to use like just regular strength. That's Samoan strength right there. Your core strength, he picked him up and dropped him on the ground. Then Del Rio, with his athleticism, ran up at the top ropes. That's when he lost. That's when he got speared. Alberto Del Rio is a great wrestler, but Roman Reigns is more perseverant. So Roman Reigns was the clear winner from perseverance because he's the better wrestler. Because he's perseverant. Like, it doesn't matter about your ability, it matters how long you can take an ass whooping and what can you get up from. Tonight was a night that really just took over WWE. And this match, to be the starting match, I give this match a 4 out of 5 because Roman Reigns was put to a test. He was put to a true test against someone of Alberto Del Rio's size, submission ability, all like that. This match is a 4 out of 5. This should have been a kickoff match. This is the true kickoff match, not the bullshit that I just talked about earlier. This match gets a 4 out of 5. Great job, Roman. Now, this next match seemed to be way better than the previous match. And I'm going to talk about these two guys because these two guys is who I was rooting for. Dean Ambrose, the insane person, the insane asylum, the Ambrose Asylum, versus Kevin Owens, the chaotic man of WWE. Kevin Owens is a great wrestler overall. He's definitely on the top 5 of my favorite superstars. He has to be number 2 under Finn Balor, and Triple H wanted Kevin Owens to win. He wanted Kevin Owens to be champion because Kevin Owens has that mantra to be champion. He's held that Intercontinental title and he hasn't lost it. I think he would be one of the best heels on the card right now because Seth Rollins is gone. I think he'll be one of the best heels. Because you gotta understand, this guy's a wrecking ball. This guy could carry that title by any means necessary. I'm pretty sure first he would try to disqualify himself if he won the WWE Championship, and then he would just run over and rampage and win in clean matches. You cannot believe that isn't so. Now, because Triple H, to be honest with you, don't want Roman or Dean Ambrose to have the title. So, now you got the two rookie faces trying to get to this title. No sir, no ma'am. In all honesty, Dean Ambrose was meant to win that match. Now, I'm sorry, Kevin Owens, for this, but Dean Ambrose was meant to win that match. Even though he won it by all means necessary. You gotta see. It's the same thing when I said about Alberto Del Rio and Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens has athleticism. Dean Ambrose can just take an ass whooping. Did you see that moonsault from the top rope from Kevin? Did you see from KO? Even though he missed, did you see that? Did you see the superplex off the top rope? Dean Ambrose can just take a beating. Kevin Owens can give a beating. I've never seen anything like that in my life. A man of Kevin Owens' stature going on the top rope was just purely amazing. This match, in my opinion, was way better. You got two crazy motherfuckers in the ring battling for the cherished prize for the WWE title, and then Kevin Owens would be one of the best WWE World Heavyweight Champions and Intercontinental Champions of all time. But Dirty Deeds was hit on Kevin Owens. Unrightfully so, but Dirty Deeds was hit on him. It just ended the match for him. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns were in the finals for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now you can say whatever you want, but this match clearly deserves a 5 out of 5. You got two crazy dudes in the ring at one time with that athletic ability, with that insanity inside of their heads. You got two guys like that in the ring. This definitely deserves a 5 out of 5. This is the main event match. This is a main event match I've been looking for. Right here. Now after this match was another traditional Survivor Series match, 5 against 5, another team face versus team heel, and it was the Lucha Dragons, Ryback, and the Usos versus the New Day, Sheamus, and King Barrett. Now you would think Team Face doesn't have really, and I mean no offense to Team Face, but look at the matchup, look at the card. You have the Lucha Dragons that could be easily taken out. You have Ryback, who, if you take out his legs, you took out his whole person. Then you have the Usos. The Usos are great, but they're easily taken out. And New Day has shown the WWE why they are the heel tag team. One of the best tag teams you could ever see. And then Sheamus, a past WWE champion, and King Barrett, a bare fist fighting champion? Come on now. This match seemed like a filler episode, but it's not a filler episode to miss. But what the fuck happened here? Like, I'm looking at this, and what happened here? I'm looking at this match, and first, King Barrett gets eliminated first. Then Jimmy Uso. Then Big E came with his athleticism, with his size, with his strength, and his unicorn brothers. They showed why they are the tag team champs. Plus, Team Heel showed less synergy. Sheamus came out there and was like, F this team, I'm not really for it anyway. Yada, 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 yada. But then, Sin Cara came out. Then, Big E got put out by the Uso Frog Splash, and down goes one unicorn. So, when one unicorn goes down, they're taking Big E, the rest of the members, Xavier and Kofi, they're taking Big E to the back. They're like, to hell with this. We're not going to do this anymore. Our brother has fallen and we're going to leave. So that leaves two more members out. So you have just Sheamus left in the ring. And Sheamus, past WWE champion, became fierce, ruthless, evil, and aggression. I haven't seen him like that in a long time. But Sheamus fought. But I mean, the numbers game does get to you. Like, you got to understand the numbers game. When you have... Hold on. Let me look at my notes again. When you have one guy, just two guys, you have 3 guys left in the ring, and one of them was facing for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and he beat Ryback, Kalisto, you have nowhere to go, bruh. Like, 3 against 1 isn't even fair, but it happened. And of course you know who won that match. Team Face won again. They were the survivors of Survivor Series. Team Face really got that push at Survivor Series. Congratulations, guys. It happens like that. But I mean, number game pulled out. It's whatever. I give this match a 3 out of 5, and I'm really giving it a 3 out of 5. I really like the guys that were in the ring, but in the wrestling ability, but the match was too fast paced. Like I said, it's like a filler episode. A filler episode of a TV show. It's not relevant, but at the same time, it's kind of relevant. So 3 out of 5, you can't beat it. Anyway, let's continue. Now, we go into Paige versus Charlotte. Look, Paige turned heel at the right time. Paige was never a face of the Divas division. Like, if they say she was a face, that's wrong. When you come into the WWE and you snag a championship title on your first night, you aren't a face. You aren't the babyface miracle wonder. You are a heel. You are born a true heel. Besides John Cena. John Cena just woke up from something and became face. I can't even tell you how, but it happened. But seriously though, Paige was never a face. She was always a heel. She was always talking like a heel, representing like a heel, bringing things up like a heel. You can't deny that she wasn't a heel. Now Charlotte is a face. Charlotte is the daughter of Ric Flair. She has that devastating submission move. And being part of Team PCB probably angered Paige more than anything. She had to be part of a team with Becky Lynch. Charlotte, two rookies that came up from NXT, the same place she came from, mind you, but trying to take her spot. Charlotte took Paige's spot, the spot that Paige was supposed to have. This is my house. And then they tried to bring Charlotte's dead brother into the fray, into the story mix. And that's a no-go. That's a no-go, WWE writers. You already know that is not appreciated. Charlotte is wrestling for her brother. You cannot bring up things like that. But you gotta understand the wrestling ability of these two divas. Charlotte is a brawler. She's a submission specialist. She took the figure 4 leg lock from her dad and called it the figure 8. And Paige, she's a great wrestler. She's a great brawler, and she can fight for longer, but she can't wrestle for longer. The two divas meeting up, matching up. You know, this wasn't the best match I wanted to see, because Charlotte, even though she's good, even though she's a great champion, I will not say she's not, but her facing Paige is kind of a girl fight, basically, because, I mean, it wasn't that very high on my expectation list. But Paige can take an ass whooping. But there's one thing she can't handle, is a figure 8. She got put up to the figure 8, and now Charlotte retains the title. Now, picture this. If Paige gets out of the picture, if you remove Paige out of the picture, remove her forever, do not have her in another rivalry with Charlotte, think of Charlotte versus Sasha Banks at a pay-per-view. Think of it. Look at it. Look at the clearness. If you have Charlotte versus Sasha Banks, the two ladies that came from NXT that had that amazing match at NXT about 8 months ago, if you bring them back again, what would happen? You would sell out a crowd. Because she's one of the 4 horsemen of NXT that walked over to the WWE, to the main roster. You have to understand, this is amazing. But Charlotte versus Paige, even though Charlotte retained her title, I still give this match a 3.5 out of 5. Now, Charlotte is a great wrestler in all of her right. Charlotte is a great wrestler in all her right. But Paige, I just didn't like the heel turn so, like, it was just weird. But her heel turn should have been way earlier than now. Just take her off the card and replace. That's all that needs to happen. So this match still gets a 3.5 out of 5. Let's go on to the next match, shall we? But let the Divas Revolution live on, at least. I want that, because the Divas Revolution has to stay. It's amazing. It's something I'm willing to watch. I'm willing to watch Divas for the first time in, like, life. So let's continue. Here we go, next time on Dragon Ball Z. But the next matchup on the card is Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler. Now let me give you a little preset. Prince Pretty with his queen or whatever, it just matched. Like, it just matched up. Like, you gotta understand. It just matched up. You got Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler. You got two pretty boys on the match card. It just fits, you know? It just fits. But I won't have too much to say about these guys, because Tyler Breeze needed a push from NXT. He's been in NXT for too long. He wasn't even given a title shot at NXT, which is by far insulting. Like, Tyler Breeze has been in some valuable rivalries in NXT. He was with Hideo Itami, and Hideo Itami is like a great person, and I'm pretty sure that's who injured him, was Tyler Breeze. I'm not going to say it was Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens doesn't have any idea why he should injure Hideo Itami, but I'm pretty sure Tyler Breeze did that. Tyler Breeze is a great superstar, and they underrate him. Now, he wouldn't have been a good look as a champion, understandable, because his Prince Pretty thing wouldn't match up with the regime of the NXT title, you know, your Seth Rollins, your Sami Zayns, your Nevilles, your Kevin Owens. Like, it wouldn't have matched up to that. But Still would have been a decent champion. Now Dolph Ziggler facing someone, that won championships, that won things, that has been in the WWE for a minute. You want to know who won this match? I was really surprised. Tyler Breeze won this match, hitting that cruel finisher, making sure that he becomes the Prince Pretty of the WWE. Now, beating Dolph Ziggler is a feat. Dolph Ziggler has been on a losing streak lately, but beating Dolph Ziggler is not something to laugh at. Like, people may be like, this is a laughing match, this is a laughing matter. No. This is all seriousness. Because beating Dolph Ziggler is just amazing by far. Like, beating Dolph Ziggler, Tyler Breeze is going to go higher on the card. Like, he's going to be mid-card at best. He's going to be mid-card at best, and you know what? He should go for a championship title shot. Nobody like Kevin Owens, because two heels fighting each other is not interesting. But if Kevin Owens lost the title and became WWE Champion, then Tyler Breeze could go for it. But this match overall, it gets a 3 out of 5 for me. It gets an automatic 3 for him beating Ziggler and then Tyler Breeze being moved from the card. But other than that, this match was exciting, but it wasn't exciting to me at the same time. It was like a filler episode after the Divas fought. And it used to be the Divas match on a pay-per-view, whatever, go get a chicken wing, go get a drink. But now it's like, if you put a good match, you have to have a better match to follow it. And this is not what they did. So I give it a 3 out of 5. Great match overall, though. Now we get to the meat and potatoes. Now we get to the meat and potatoes. First of all, this pay-per-view was to structure around The Undertaker. November the 22nd of 1990, Undertaker stepped in his first match into the WWE and won that match. Undertaker has been 21-1 at WrestleMania. They tried to cover up his WrestleMania scandal with this, but it's okay. Because Undertaker is still great. Like, you cannot say that he's still not a legend. That he's still not the phenom, the American badass. You can't say that. Can you deny his greatness? And then Kane, his brother, teaming up against the Wyatt family. My dream match was to be Undertaker and Kane versus Bray Wyatt and Strowman. Do you know how hyped that would have been? Undertaker Kane, one of the oldest superstars on the roster, is still fighting for WWE. Still trying to make their name known. Still trying to become relevant in the WWE universe. Do you understand the hypeness? But it didn't happen like that. The Wyatt family did take Undertaker out during Hell in a Cell. They took him out. They beat him up. They took him out. Because he's got the whole world in his hands. Because Bray Wyatt wants to be the new face of fear. Follow the buzzards. And it was actually pulling off. It was actually working. You couldn't argue that the new face of fear could be Bray Wyatt, because Bray Wyatt is creepy. The Undertaker was creepy, but he's like 90s and 2000s creepy. Bray Wyatt will haunt your nightmares. His theme would haunt your day. Let's go on to the match. It was Undertaker and Kane versus Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. By far, this match was athletic. Do you know how crucial Bray Wyatt is in the ring? Do you know how vicious Bray Wyatt is in the ring? Bray Wyatt is more vicious than Undertaker and Kane could ever be. You can't argue that. Than Undertaker and Kane could ever be. Because Bray Wyatt doesn't care. Because Bray Wyatt doesn't care what anyone thinks. If he cared what people thought of him, he would have been WWE Champion. He has never received a title in the WWE besides tag title reigns. He's seen them and helped with them. But he's never seen a title. Why? Because he's the face of fear. He's not worried about that championship glory. He's not worried about waving that belt around his waist. He's worried about being the face of fear. Now, he is athletic. He is vicious. He gave Undertaker and Kane a run for their money. And Luke Harper? Now, Luke Harper, I won't flank over him and say that he's terrible. He's not great. But he's not terrible, all in the same sense. Now, you gotta understand. Undertaker Kane winning at this is monumental. Undertaker and his brother helping Undertaker win at 25 years of Undertaker is monumental by far. Like, take that brimming just shame and just put it. That double choke slam though by Undertaker and Kane, phenomenal. I wonder if this is going to continue to be a road to WrestleMania for Bray Wyatt to once again take Undertaker's soul and bury it into the ground and end Undertaker's career. I wonder if that's a thing. I wonder if that could happen. Because Undertaker is still the face of fear. But Bray Wyatt can be the new face of fear. The new demon in your nightmares. But Bray Wyatt, win or lose, I still like him. He's like number 3 on my top 5 of favorite superstars. Because win or lose, you can't hate this man. You can't hate that he exists in the WWE. But what they really need to do is push him. Push him for a title shot. Like, have his regime, the Wyatt family, take every title there is. Add another member and take every title there is. It'll be a bearded man show. It'll be new chaos. Can you dig it? But this match gets a 5 out of 5 for me because it is nostalgic. It is fear versus fear. It is demons versus buzzards. It is angels versus demons. It is just supernatural beings just crossing the ring. This is a perfect match for Survivor Series. You can't deny that this isn't the perfect match for Survivor Series. This was kind of like a main event leading up to the championship match, but this is still a 5 out of 5 because it is crucial. You can't deny how crucial this pay-per-view, this thing was for Undertaker, especially him coming into the WWE on that day. That is promotioning. That is marketing. That is smart marketing. You cannot deny this match was a 5 out of 5. Let's go. The last matchup of the card. The two baby faces of the WWE, the Insane Asylum and the Samoan Truck entering the WWE for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The two members of the Shield fighting against each other. The Hounds of Justice fighting for that belt. You cannot deny that this is a great match. You cannot deny that people were stomping their feet, wondering who's going to turn heel. My idea was Roman Reigns was going to turn heel, just like The Rock did. But he didn't. He kept his perseverant babyface. And Dean Ambrose, you know, he's still crazy. He don't give a damn about anything but getting that championship. And that championship shot eluded him once again. Because Roman Reigns was your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He fought from day one. After Hell in a Cell, he fought from day 1 to day 9 to become WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And he deserves it. He finally got to touch that title belt. He finally got to hold that title belt. What was taken away from him at Money in the Bank. That chance was taken away from him at Fastlane. Anyone but you, Roman. Anyone but you. And Roman Reigns captured the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He is the man of the company. He could be the new John Cena if he could talk better. If he could, you know, use his words better and wrestle better. Because his wrestling ability is horrible, but he's perseverant. He's strong as hell. You can't deny this man. But Roman Reigns won that match. And people wanted Dean Ambrose to win. I was like, Dean Ambrose is not going to win that title unless he turns heel. Which is, other people wanted Dean Ambrose to turn heel, but I was like, it wouldn't make sense because Dean Ambrose is kind of like in the middle. He's kind of like not a heel, but he's not a face either. He's in the middle. He's his own independent being. But Dean Ambrose wouldn't be a good champion. Plus, he wanted to turn the whole WWE upside down. He even said he wanted Michael Cole to turn into a fishbowl. No, can't have a champion like that. But you want to know what happened? Roman Reigns can never have his day. Because Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank to take out Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has been in 2 matches already. And it's not against pussy guys either. You got Roman Reigns facing Alberto Del Rio, who's got the athletic ability of a centurion. And then you have Dean Ambrose, who's insane, who's got clothesline for days, hit the dirty deeds. This wasn't just 2 regular matches. This is like if Roman Reigns, this is like when Chris Jericho beat Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night. Well, you can compare it to that. It's not that, but you can compare it to such. But this was beyond what you can imagine. This is beyond what you can imagine. beyond it. Whatever you could think of, turn it upside down, because that's what it is. Sheamus cashed in that Money in the Bank to become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion for I don't know how many times he was. But this story right here, it's a 4 out of 5. The 5 out of 5 was the match against Ambrose and Roman, but Sheamus cashing in put it down a point. Sheamus, no. I don't respect Sheamus. I don't respect his new mantra. I don't respect his new identity. I respected him when he first came into WWE, when he was taking out John Cena, taking out Sheamus, taking out Triple H, taking out these guys, just using him, just destroying, and he came back, and he was on kickoff shows, and he was on Team Heel versus Team Face earlier. That match wasn't, what? Ooh, Ryback put you through a finisher, so what? No, Sheamus upsetted me. Sheamus becoming a WWE World Heavyweight Champion, I don't agree with that. Even though I knew it was going to happen. I knew if Roman wouldn't have turned heel, or Dean wouldn't have turned heel, Sheamus had to get it. But the ending put a bad taste in my mouth. It put a horrible taste on my palate, and I did not like it at all. 4 out of 5 for that. Just no. Now I'm giving the whole summary of the pay-per-view. The whole summary. This Survivor Series gets a 3.5 out of 5. Yes, it had great matches. Yes, but the story into Survivor Series is boring. Besides Undertaker and Kane and the Wyatts. Besides Roman Reigns capturing gold and then Sheamus taking it away from him. The other story elements within this, it didn't have any. You didn't have any tag team rivalries. You didn't have a true to the core Divas rivalry because Paige wasn't vicious enough. You didn't have the meat and potatoes it needed. Besides Kevin Owens, you didn't have the meat and potatoes it needed. It could be so crucial, but they did not add that crucial element that it needed. I don't know why. It gets a 3 out of 5. Now, I'm not going to say Survivor Series is boring. Super boring. No, the matches weren't boring. It's the story element that was, because this is WWE World Wrestling Entertainment. This is to entertain. This isn't just a fight, a brawl to the end. This is entertainment. This is what we're here for. We're here to watch that. But if you disagree with me, please put it in the comment section below, because it's very appreciated if you disagree with me. If you agree with me, well, you would understand. What put a bad taste in my mouth was Sheamus becoming champion. I would have put this as a 4 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5, but I can't. Honestly, inside, I have to be honest to you guys. I have to be honest, but Survivor Series, ode to Undertaker, the Phenom, you're great. You will become a legend put down in history. Your accolades probably beats anyone that has ever stepped foot into the WWE. I really respect you, Undertaker. But this pay-per-view is something that could be just put on a nightstick and beaten to death. But if you enjoyed this content, if you enjoyed anything in the future, besides I have game reviews, I have gaming on my channel, you already know. I have WWE gaming, so check that out. By the way, you know what to do to that like button. Smash that like button down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You already know. This is Felix featuring the Live Five channel, and I'm out.